Hi there yogis, this is Jenny Ravi Kumar from jennyravikumar.com. I wanted to stop by again for Namaste Wednesday. This week's question actually comes from Gina Underwood, and she had asked a question about her wrists. So I actually have frequent wrist issues when I'm practicing yoga, and I've had issues on and off with the same wrist, and doctors actually haven't been able to figure out what's wrong with my wrist. So I began to research more natural remedies that might be able to help me. And Agina had noticed that I'd had that same problem, so she wanted a little bit of information on what I had been doing. So one of the things that I do for my wrists and for that I recommend for any type of healing, etc., is called a castor oil wrap. And it looks ridiculous, it's really silly, but it absolutely works. It's one of the best things that I use. So you actually go to Whole Foods or any natural food store, and you would pick up castor oil. And it's the same castor oil that you used to use, my grandmother used to say that she was asked to drink it. So it is a very old remedy. And there's a much smaller bottle than that. That one is huge. It's 16 fluid ounces, but there's a significantly smaller one that you could buy at Whole Foods to test out. And again, any natural food store will have them, even potentially the regular grocery store. The next ingredient that you would need is turmeric. So I have a little thing of turmeric here. It's just a regular Indian spice that I personally use in a lot of our cooking, so does my mother-in-law. It's in a lot of Moroccan dishes, a lot of Eastern dishes, and it's really tasty. So not only good for you, but also tasty. And then the last thing that you'll need is a used sock. I apologize. Really gross, but really necessary. And some saran wrap to wrap yourself with. So what you would first do is take the castor oil and you rub it all over your arm, and you want to get really goopy and gross. You want to put as much castor oil on there as you can. This also works as a liver pack. Maybe you drank a little bit too much last night, hangover cure. So you put it wherever the sore spot is. You rub the castor oil as much as you can, nice and goopy. And then you go ahead and you take your turmeric and you just start to sprinkle a little bit all over your problem area. After that, you take an old sock, or if it's somewhere in your body that you can't wrap, you put it a little cloth or a rag, you place that down, and then you cover yourself with saran wrap. The goal would be to use this overnight and then wash thoroughly off in the morning. But it does work if you do it for an hour or two and you're watching television, if you're just hanging out, not using your phone, not typing or using your hand too much, or if it's your foot, you just want to be sitting down and relaxing. And that's a really great thing to use, so I would definitely use the castor oil pack. One of the other recommendations that I have, it's a lot faster, it's actually a brand name product that I just started using a couple of weeks ago. It's by a company called Banyan Botanicals, and it's called Joint Balm. And I'm not sure if you can see that because it's nice and fuzzy, but I'll put a little link at the end of the video. But it is made with turmeric and castor oil. It's also made with beeswax and sesame oil, and so it's really good. It's kind of goopy, so I usually use it when I'm driving if I have to, or if, you know, last weekend I was at a teacher training and so I didn't need to use my arm quite that much. It is sticky, but it definitely works, and it's a little bit faster than using the castor oil and the turmeric. And then my last recommendation would be to take turmeric internally. We use a lot of turmeric just in our cooking, but I also take a turmeric supplement. The reason I take so much turmeric is because it helps with your muscles. It definitely relaxes you, and it's really delicious and good for you. If you have any other questions for Namaste Wednesday, please let me know. And just to preface with you, obviously I'm not a doctor, I am a yoga teacher, and so these are just recommendations for you. You know, if you have too much of an injury, I want you to go see a doctor, and as always, rest. Please don't be afraid to take the opportunity to take a nap, to rest, or to skip out on your practice if something really hurts you. You definitely want to have a doctor look at it before you try the castor oil trick. I thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you share this video with your friends if you liked it, if the information was helpful, and I really look forward to seeing you at the next Namaste Wednesday. Thank you so much, yogis. I hope that you get out there, go play, do yoga, and make life sparkle. Namaste.